swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the air on third and short. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take a...
Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running behind that left side.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's the handoff. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They're working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back open in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller...
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to scramble. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. There's some pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Maryland. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they are going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Bacon. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Hauls it in. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt them. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got it in the middle. It's Jacobson. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
2nd down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Catch in the middle, it's Bacon. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jacobson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he runs it in for a score. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Wants to go up top. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Gators are on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hunt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy.
Racing down the left side. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, that you're talking about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He's looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
He runs out of bounds at the 39. And
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. From the gun. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 1 in the end zone.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes